Okay, we're good.
Get ready for my voice to crack 10 times after I coached one game.
All right, we are live here at West Regional Championship, TCQC versus Anteaters Forever. I am Michael Rodriguez. I will be commentating for you today.
I'm Cameron Vombar on the color commentary.
So TCQC starting with the quaffle, slowly advancing it past mid-pitch. The beat is made, quaffle deep pass behind the hoops. Anteaters going for a wrap, pushing him. Quaffle sent loose. TCQC able to recover it. Reset is not used, still in control.
They like putting number one back to take some long shots, Twin Cities. We're expecting a lot of that today.
Yeah. Good passing option. Space has been made. Looked like a shot, bit high. Quaffle rolls out of bounds in favor of Anteaters. What are you looking to see from Anteaters today?
Anteaters have extremely good beating. They really have a lot of confidence in their split sets. Expect to see Kobe Kendall try and take over the game. Their current beater in right now. He's a very he's an aggressive hyper style beater. Just likes to reload as soon as he loses his bludger, find someone else to hit real quick.
All right. Well, number 88, the keeper for Anteaters, starting off the ball, passing it off to Ellis, number 27. Moving to the left side of the pitch, finding space. Pass tipped slightly, but kicked up into the air. Who's going to get it? Manages to keep it inbounds.
Oh.
Good work from Ellis, number 27. Reset was used, but nice athleticism there to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, he knows the rules. That's a head ref right there.
Yeah, so now second chance opportunity for Anteaters, looking to make something here. Pass goes wide to the keeper on the right-hand side, fumbles it a bit, recovers. Pass goes behind the hoops. Maintained by Anteaters. Quick step to get past the defender. Pass goes up in the air. Beaters putting in some work to try to keep the quaffle in Anteaters' favor. They do. Drive goes in. Shot made and is good for Anteaters. First blood for them.
And both of these teams have exceptional shooters. There's Leiden and Meyer for Twin Cities, and people like Stevens and Thok and Kai Kendall for Anteaters. So hoop defense is going to be a big determiner of who wins this one.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a great play by Anteaters beaters there to keep the quaffle in their possession by using the bludger to push it towards their teammates. Now TCQC with the quaffle looking to put some points on the board. Number 90 with the quaffle right now. Slowly approaching on the right-hand side. Swings it behind hoops. Punched back. There was some beater pressure there from Anteaters. Good work from them. If you can hear that from the field, there is none back there. Deep pass. Maintained in control. One-on-one. Gets by two defenders, takes a shot, and scores. Impressive athleticism there from Anteaters. Was that number 10, Stevens? Stevens. Great work. That was a good look by Anteaters to make that deep pass behind hoops. There was no defenders back there. They were about to tag up. Good work from them. Good communication, good teamwork.
Anteaters love flipping the field like that. As soon as defense goes to offense, they've got a few cherry pickers flying up the sides to do exactly that.
Okay, I thought you meant.
That's good work. TCQC.
I'm not snitching this game.
Off to a slow start, but yeah.
Yeah, here it comes.
Shot goes wide, just barely missed it. Put a lot of pace on that. You can tell that they want to shoot the ball, just not able to connect. Anteaters, on the other hand, able to have 2 goals already in this game. Things are looking good for them.
We'll see if Twin Cities can end up using some of their size advantage, because they do have some real big players for drives. But Anteaters beaters are a little too in control right now to allow that.
Yeah, let's see what Anteaters are going to do. Right now their offense seems to be working, and their defense too. Looking to extend their lead possibly. Number 27 advances the quaffle slowly past mid-pitch, approaching the keeper zone line, waiting for beaters to make some space for him. Kendall passes it off to his wing chaser, being patient there, not trying to force anything. Quaffle's moving back and forth. What do you think he's looking for?
They're just waiting to get rid of that one beater, and the Anteaters beaters like to just tap out point defenders for as long as it takes. Wait for Twin Cities to make a mistake.
Ooh, a good look, but a good block from TCQC to stop that goal.
I think Jackson thought he had an open hoop there. No dice.
Yeah, there was a little bit of beater pressure, so he definitely tried to get the quaffle out as quick as possible, but yeah, the defender was there to read that pass. Now TCQC advancing the quaffle past mid-pitch. A lot of space. Seems like TCQC is really using the whole field to their advantage right now, but unable to come up with any points so far. Beat is made at the hoops. Chaser drives in, pumps fakes, gets by a defender, takes a shot, is low. Goal is no good. But now, Anteaters on the fast break potential. Let's see what they can do here. You can hear the team yelling for them to run. Pass is made across. It was a good look for them. Last pass, unable to connect. A bit unfortunate for Anteaters, but good for TCQC in all regards.
We'll see if TCQC can repeat the last offense they had. Even though they didn't come away with control, they forced both of Anteaters beaters behind hoops and then just missed a shot. So if they can pull that off again, they might have a good look.
Yeah, unfortunate keeper for TCQC. Carlson, number 33. Strong pass across pitch. Finding his chaser. Beats are made. Bloodies are on the ground. He's driving in. Breaks a tackle. Gets tackled again. Oh, looks like the ref saw some contact there. What did you see?
I saw some net contact for sure. Incidental. It happens when you're a tall guy making a tackle, but it's going to get called most times by most refs.
Yeah, he did a good job shaking off that first hit, but the defender was still there. Yep, so it looks like you were right. The head ref confirmed was contact to the neck, so now TCQC with a power play might be a good chance for them to finally get some points on the board. Narrow this lead slightly. One chaser behind hoops, too. Let's see what he does. Pumps fakes. But his defender coming out of nowhere, knocking his arm. Forces him to lose the pass. There was a really good scoring opportunity there for TCQC, but Anteaters not giving up on the play despite being down one player.
Yeah, sneaky chaser in the back. That's a hustle play from Anteaters.
Yeah. Now it looks like... Yeah, so it looks like he was able to get a hand on the ball, knock some contact on the arm there, but ended up keep moving forward, initiating contact from behind on the back.
I'd like to see Twin Cities here use passing options. Down 2 chasers, they should have a big advantage.
Yeah, now... No good. Oh, unfortunate. Great defense from Anteaters, being down 2 players, not letting TCQC convert that into a goal. Bit unfortunate there. That shot looked like it was about to go good, but just barely dipped under the hoop.
Yeah, not a terrible choice to shoot there. It was an open hoop, but Twin Cities has got to be kicking themselves for missing out on a 6-on-4. And Anteaters here are probably going to try and kill the clock, get at least one of their 2 chasers in the box back in play.
Yeah, we saw a lot of good shot opportunities from TCQC, but just not quite able to convert. Now Anteaters, like you said, it looks like they're going to slow ball a bit here, kind of tiptoe around the field, trying to advance the quaffle, but looking to do it as slowly as possible. Under pressure, good tackle, drops him back, off broom. Quaffle's on the ground right now, recovered by Anteaters, running back towards the hoops, switches back to the keepers, in the keeper zone.
Anteaters have both of their chasers back now. It's back to 6-on-6
Yeah, keeper does not have immunity after Quaffle has left the field, so it's taken down. a little bit confused there. So once the keeper does have the quaffle in his possession in the keeper zone, he is immune. But once the quaffle leaves the keeper zone, if he were to re-enter it, that immunity does not return with him. So because they were forced to use their reset, good defense by TCQC. But at the end of the day, now it seems like both chasers are out of the penalty box. So power play is effectively dead.
I was a little surprised to see Twin Cities not put a little more pressure on when it was 6-on-4. If they had converted a turnover there, they probably would have had an open goal.
Yeah, Anteaters are looking for another shot opportunity. Knocks it into the right hoop, number 21, Kendall. Great work. So it seems like the name of the game so far has been shooting in favor of Anteaters. TCQC caught from behind. Beater coming out of nowhere, catching the keeper off guard. Great defense. Unfortunately, Anteaters not able to recover the quaffle, but TCQC a little bit shaken up, looking to slow things down.
Heads up play from O'Banner to go secure that quaffle so there wasn't a turnover.
Yeah, good work. You like to see beaters try to make plays by themselves sometimes, not being afraid to be aggressive. Number 33, Carlson, looking for passing lanes, looking for driving lanes. Not seeing anything right now. Anteaters with a strong hoop defense. Dodges a beat. Number 21, taken down, passes it back to Carlson. He's looking to drive in. He sees the hoop. He wants it, passes it off. Good pass. Drops slightly, but beat out of the play. Good look, number 24 from Anteaters to recover.
Great hustle play from Amanda Bortner to chase down an off-ball or an off-pitch bludger, get back in the play and snipe out that quaffle.
Yeah, you love to see hustle plays from everyone on the field. You know, you gotta play with the whistle, basically, right? So knowing that her team was in danger and being able to come back when they needed them. Perfect timing, by the way. Great look from her. Anteaters a deep pass behind hoops. A little high. Looks like it goes out of bounds. Unfortunate for Anteaters, but TCQC still looking to get the first points of the game. Anteaters with a small lead, 30-0 right now, but it's anyone's game still. Game's not out of hand just quite yet.
Yeah, it is a shutout so far, but Twin Cities can at least know that they've had good looks. There are probably a few offenses where they feel like they should have scored. And if they start converting them, it might be a closer game going forward.
Absolutely, and as physical as Quidditch is, it's also a mental aspect too. You got to be able to shake off those mistakes, recover, keep your chin up, look for those opportunities when you can see them, and make the best decision possible. Like right now, driving in, passing it off, pump fake, looking for a goal, stumbles a bit, gets past the defender, and punches it through. Good look there. Good way to pass it off there. High percentage play. TCQC now with points on the board.
O'Banner draws so much attention as a driver. He likes to see those keepers' eyes come to him as though he's going to shoot, and then he went right over the top to his tall keeper in the back.
Yeah, he did a great job drawing the defense in, focusing on him, and then making the smart decision to pass the ball off instead of taking a shot. Good stuff. Now scores 30-10, still in favor of Anteaters. Beat is made. Wow, good work from Anteaters. A lot of pressure from TCQC. They're scrambling right now, applying pressure deep into their zone, pushing them all the way back to their hoops. Reset has been used, but TCQC looking a little bit more aggressive now after they got that first goal.
I love seeing that pressure from Blanchard, the beater, coming up to try and at least scramble Anteaters a little bit, not let them just walk up the pitch and flip the field like they've been doing.
Yeah, pump fake from Anteaters, stumbles a bit, manages to recover, looking to get past the defender, beats out of the play, passes deep behind. Ooh, unfortunate. The hoop, best defender in the game, blocking that pass. You hate to see it, but TCQC looking to come out on top of that possession.
Most frustrating play in Quidditch. Open chaser at the hoops. I think it's going right to him.
Yeah, hoops are notorious for swatting good passes down. Happens to the best of us, but TCQC now only 10 points on the board, advancing the quaffle. Anteaters coming out here with the zone. Look, TCQC not looking to shoot right now, but hesitating a little bit. Breaks the tackle, drives behind the hoops, stumbles around. Got some time agency. Deep pass across to number 24. Another pass behind hoops. Good luck. Shot.
Wow.
Did it go in? What did you see? Looked good for me.
I think it was in, but it's one of those where the hoop turns a bit, so we'll see what the refs
Yeah, really good passing play right before that. Great alley-oop catch and then shot at the mid-hoop.
And this is the kind of offense that I'm used to seeing from Twin Cities a little more. And it helps that Anteaters are down to one beater now, but they're really stretching that beater, forcing him to run across the field to try and cover the quaffle.
Absolutely, yeah. So it looks like the refs are deliberating whether or not the goal was good. They have a bunch of different angles there on that play. Looked like the quaffle managed to make contact with the bottom of the hoop, but then it turned, kind of obscuring whether or not it fully passed through the plane. Of course, it needs to fully pass through the plane in order to count as 10 points, so We'll see what the refs say. The result is good in favor of TCQC. Now with 20 points on the board, good for them. We'll have to see the momentum now. It seems like things seem to be clicking on all cylinders for them.
Yeah, whether it's this keeper making those alley-oop goals or the beaters putting on a little more pressure on defense, feels like it's starting to turn a little in favor of Twin Cities now.
Yeah, Anteaters with a lot of open space right now as TCQC is recovering from that. Rogue Bludger comes towards the commentator table, but Anteaters with the quaffle now, still having a lead, but unable to score in the last few possessions. What do you think they have to do differently?
I think they just did it. Kobe Kendall's back in the game. He'll be looking to get Bludger control back, cause a little chaos, and make some windows for his offense.
Yeah, some fresh legs on the field, deep pass behind hoops. Like the way they're not being selfish there, passing the ball. Quaffle goes back across up top. A little bit of pressure at mid-pitch. Reset has not been used yet. 1 step, 2 steps. Gets wrapped up, passes it back, drops the quaffle. 77 manages to recover, looks to break a tackle. He's going for the hoops, he's driving. He sees a good look. Pass intercepted by TCQC. A little bit of a tumble there. Great read on that pass from TCQC to swat the quaffle down, but looks like a player is down, so a bit unfortunate for TCQC. So far, the game has been relatively close from both sides. Defense and offenses have been clicking for Anteaters at first, and now for TCQC. What do you expect to see the rest of the game?
Points have been coming in bunches so far, and I think that might keep up. It's really seeming like momentum's just going one way and then the other. We'll see if it ends up switching actually back in Anteaters' favor and if they can turn that into points.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a stoppage here. All our players down, getting checked out by the medic. Should be back in a bit. Beautiful day out here. Pretty good temperature, I feel, for a Quidditch match.
Nice, yeah. Bit dry for my taste, but what are you going to do? It's Tucson, Arizona.
All right, so it looks like we have a substitution. Player was able to come off the field on their own accord, which is always good to see.
Love to see that. Yep.
Yeah. And so looks like play will be resuming shortly. Quaffle in the hands of, can't quite tell. Can you see where the quaffle is?
I think that's Twin Cities keeper Mike Devine has the quaffle. He's at least standing over it.
Oh, there, yep, you're right. Yeah, so TCQC looking to come up with a quaffle there. It was a really good play by that defender to dump the pass, swat it down.
Well, that's exactly the kind of play you need to make as a defensive chaser. When there's bludgers on the ground, you got to take risks.
Absolutely. Refs seem to be deliberating something on the sidelines, but overall score is still 20-30 in favor of Anteaters forever. They must be feeling pretty good having a lead, but not able to convert any more offense since the start of the game. Okay, so there's no call on the play, no fouls. TCQC with the quaffle.
I think they're about to have bludger control as well. One on the ground, but it's behind their hoops.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about the beaters this game, but they're doing a pretty good job being aggressive when they need to be. Anteaters beaters doing a great job recovering on defense to shut down some of those last-second shots from TCQC. TCQC's beaters, in the meantime, doing a good job creating a lot of space for their chasers to move in the middle of the field, having a lot of angles on the wide passes to the side and behind the hoops. So interesting to see how both teams adjust to the other team's strategy.
I'm looking forward to seeing this beater matchup between Blanchard from Twin Cities and Kobe Kendall from Anteaters. They're both very aggressive types. We'll see what their exchanges look like.
Yeah, Johnson, number 5 from TCQC, holding on to the bludger, applying pressure just by her presence there. Shot is blocked, but bludger's reset back. Good recycle there to keep in control. Tackle is broken by Hodge, and he just drives it in. Good job by Hodge, number 1 from Anteaters Forever. Way to take it.
That's got to be frustrating for Twin Cities, having 2 bludgers in your hands, but being both so far away from the hoops, you couldn't stop Tyler Hodges.
Yeah, quick substitution from everyone on Anteaters. Looks like a lot of fresh legs now with some momentum, 40-20. TCQC looking for some assistance there, calling for help. Beater defense on fire now, creating some space. Left side of the field. Spin moves out of one tackle. Pumps fakes, gets wrapped up, takes a shot, misses. Reset back to TCQC. Reset is not used, but quaffles back in TCQC's favor. Almost scored there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a really good window. They'll try and do it again because they held on to control.
Oh, almost looked like it bobbled into the hoop there, but unfortunate, not able to connect. Good look, good pass though on the right hand side.
Great off-ball cut. Yeah, I think they thought they caught the keeper sleeping a bit, and they might have. If that's a clean catch, it's probably a clean goal as well.
Yeah, that's one of those things you just got to shake it off, try it again. When you see those looks, you can't be afraid of taking them. Off-ball cuts from wing chasers are really important in the game of Quidditch. They really create a lot of space and opportunities, just like the beater exchanges now. Butters are on the ground. There's one for TCQC. Keeper tips the pass, manages to recover. Great defense from TCQC. TCQC looking for some space to be cleared out by the beaters. Breaks one tackle, gets wrapped up again, right at the hoops, passes it out.
A little surprised O'Banner didn't take the dunk there because his arm was maybe a little tied up, but he was right by the hoop.
Yeah, it looks like there might have been some contact. Actually making probably the smarter decision, just pass it off to potentially, be able to break free from that initial wrap, and then, provide a support option for the chaser. But refs deliberating whether or not there is or is not a call on the play. Definitely did a good job breaking that first hit, but second chaser is able to come in and wrap him up again.
Yeah, and again, that's the kind of attention that O'Banner brings. He's such a threatening driver that they know they might need to double, even triple team him at hoops to keep him from dunking. It's a pretty good chaser defense from Anteaters forever, all told.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is here. No call. O'Banner not liking that. Definitely felt like there was something there, but now has to reset back on defense. Hustling back. Ellis stutter steps. There's bludger control in favor of TCQC, so smart decision there to slow it down a little bit, wait for his team to help him out. Pass goes deep behind the hoops. Using all the space back there, looking for a lane to drive. Deep pass up top. Number 88 catches it, maintains control. Slowing it down again. Keeper looking like wants to slow down the play, reset the tempo now. Ellis returns back, number 27. Bludger is thrown, takes a shot, rips it. Good block by the keeper there. That looked like that shot was about to go in.
Yeah, Ellis is a great shooter. That's the kind of plays the keeper will need to make. And so are those. Wow.
Yeah, great work by TCQC's keeper there. Number 33, Carlson. So converting defense into offense on that play, right? Stops the shot. Brilliant work and showing off his athleticism there, taking the fast break basically by himself and just converting that into 10 points.
For sure. It's a heads-up move, not only to recognize that you have no bludgers, but while he was on defense, the beaters exchanged, and that's when he knew that there were no bludgers. So you see him immediately take off, knowing that he's got an opportunity like that.
All right, so it looks like Anteaters are taking a timeout. Probably a good thing to do. You don't want to see fast break opportunities that often, at least against your team in Quidditch, right? So this would be a great chance for them to kind of reset, recalibrate, figure out, okay, what went wrong on that play? What can we do better? Meanwhile, TCQC still down 10 points. What do you think they're talking about?
I think that they're just if I were TCQC at least, I would be saying let's keep doing what we're doing and just execute. They're getting the first 9 out of 10 parts of a play right and then just bobbling a catch at the end or not finishing on a dunk. So if I'm them, I want to keep doing what's working and just tune up the ends of plays a little bit to start getting some goals.
Yeah, execution, very important in Quidditch. They're doing all the right things, but just barely missing right at the end. But I think you're right. If they kind of fix that up, clean that up a little bit, they should see a lot more goals coming in the future.
If I'm Anteaters, I'm probably wanting to return to what was working earlier in the game. It's been a while since we saw him drive from behind or make a lot of passes in one possession. And again, that's probably partially a result of bludger control kind of going more in Twin Cities' favor lately. We'll see if they can tune that up as well.
Yeah, looks like timeout is over, so players will be remounting their brooms now. All right, so 15 minutes in the game already. Wow. Feels like we haven't been playing for that long, but there haven't been that many stoppages either, so.
Guess so, yeah.
So less than 5 minutes left until the snitch comes out onto the field. Anyone's game at this point. I was expecting this game to be a lot higher scoring, but as you mentioned, there's been a lot of opportunities that just barely missed, so we'll see if that changes during snitch on pitch. But right now, Anteaters with the quaffle. Don't have bludger control, but looking to potentially get that back on this play.
Mm-hmm.
Anteaters beaters are swinging, pulling TCQC defense over to the right-hand side. Catches the bludger. Great work. Manages to have bludger control off of that. Now chaser behind hoops. No beater to stop him. Looking to drive. Spin moves out of one. Loses the quaffle. Drops it. Great strip from TCQC's keeper again. Good defense from him.
Phenomenal keeping his broom between his ankles, too, as he was rolling on the ground, getting that ball.
Yeah, that was a good spin move from Ellis there to break the tackle, but when you do that, you expose the quaffle, and Carlson able to read that and basically knock it right out.
Yeah, knowing that there was a no bludger situation as a defensive keeper, just as I said before, you got to take risks. If you stay at the hoops, you're going to get dunked on. So a good move there to try and strip that ball out and get the turnover.
Yeah. It must feel invigorating for TCQC. Their defense coming out on top. Exchange of bludgers at mid-pitch. Beaters are on the ground. A tackle at the hoops. Middle hoop goes down, but it passed barely off. Chaser was beat, so it looks like Anteater is able to come out on top of that play with bludger control and the quaffle now, hoping to extend their lead. Score is still 40-30 in favor of Anteaters forever.
Twin Cities beaters doing well to beat Anteaters beater Mikey Sogstad in his knees. They saw him catch a bludger on the last possession, so knowing he likes to go into exchanges looking to catch, beating low is the good move there.
Yeah. Is that Kendall, number 27 from Anteaters? With
21,
quaffle?
yeah, Kai
21,
Kendall.
Kai Kendall, yep. So pass it off back to Schultz, number 19. Schultz being patient with the quaffle. Liking the space, passes it off. Oh, good block from TCQC. That was a really good look from Anteaters. Unable, just good defense meeting better, good offense meeting better defense, rather.
I don't remember the last time I saw a no bludger situation forced with a pump fake, but that's exactly what Mikey Sogstad just did.
Yeah.
Pump fake forced a missed beat, not able to convert there.
Yeah, seeing a lot of pump fakes this game. A lot of good ball movement, too. Bludger's on the ground. TCQC trying to get bludger control. Don't find it. Quaffle's up in the air. Good pass to number 21. Takes a shot. I guess it was no good.
I think he might have been beat during the shot.
Yeah, looks like he was beat during the shot. Very, very good look again. It's so important that you execute on all cylinders, right? Like, you find the pass, but you have to be fast enough, because really it's a difference of milliseconds that makes the difference between a goal being good or bad.
Exactly, and it sounds like a criticism of the offenses that they're not executing, but I think it's also a big credit to the defenses that they're making those last-second plays to force the turnover and get the quaffle back.
Absolutely. The defense from Anteaters doing a great job recovering. There was a lot of pressure there from TCQC's beaters at the hoops, knocking the bludgers down, but they were able to recover. And, you know, the hustle plays, the athleticism, knowing where to find the quaffle, even when you're turning around. Good awareness from Anteaters beaters on that play. Anteaters being patient now with the quaffle. Their beaters are making good work on the right-hand side of the field, kind of drawing the beaters out of the play. There's a lot of space on the left-hand side, but Anteaters are being patient when they want to choose to attack it. Number 19, Schultz, dancing around, trying to pull the defense further out. Stutter step move, fires a shot. A lot of power on that one, but just barely missed it.
Yeah, that was a close one. Jackson there saw one Anteaters beater miss her beat, and then I think he probably felt that the keeper was distracted. It was an open goal, or an open hoop, but unable to turn that into a goal.
Great work by Anteaters now with bludger control. The third bludger is rolling off pitch right now. TCQC definitely wants to slow it down without their beater being so far out. Grabner comes back now, recovers the quaffle. We are approaching what will possibly be the final possession of this period. Carlson, number 33, with the quaffle. Persons on the right-hand side, number 8. Anteaters is sitting by the hoops right now. The zone being very patient, not trying to go about. Pressure coming in now. Passes deep behind hoop. Persons recovers it. Loses the broom.
I think he might have accidentally stripped her broom away from her.
Yeah, it looked like that was nothing illegal or dirty about that play. Just trying to make a play on the quaffle.
Of course, yeah.
Looks like he will get a blue card. Bit unfortunate there. Definitely accidental.
Of course, yeah.
But good work by Persons, number 8, to get to the quaffle first. That could have been a really easy fast break for Anteaters.
You see her using her body to kind of shield as the quaffle is bouncing past her.
Yeah.
So a good way to keep possession.
Another pump fake. Spin move back to Persons. Very patient offense here from TCQ, so they definitely want to go into the second part of this game with a tie score if possible. Blooder's on the ground. TCQC doesn't have blooder control, was unable to come away with it, still with the quaffle.
Twin Cities is having a lot of difficulty separating the Anteaters from their bludgers.
Yeah, and you can
Anteaters are
see
content to stay on big hoop and dribble the ball to keep bludger control.
Yeah, you can see 2 people at the hoops at all times for Anteaters, taking away all the shooting options. Quaffle's on the ground, rolls backwards. This might be the end of the play, and it is. Yeah, so the quaffle pass mid-pitch. All right, so what happened there was TCQC had already used their first reset, so when the quaffle passed mid-pitch, they would not have been able to recover it. And then as soon as they touched it, or Anteaters, that would have been the end of that possession. So ref calling at the 20-minute mark. We went a little bit over it at this point, but scores 30-40 in favor of Anteaters. What are you looking to see happen next?
I think both teams really want to get their offenses going. There have been 7 total goals this game, and someone needs to score 7 more points to end it. So it's going to be might be in for a long one if no one starts kind of turning on the goals.
Yeah, this might be a slow grind to finish out this game, but set score will be 110. So TCQC needing 8 goals to win, Anteaters only needing 7. Snitch providing 35 points for whichever team manages to catch them. It'll be interesting to see what the team strategy goes into with Snitch on pitch. Obviously, those 35 points will be highly appreciated by both sides.
Absolutely.
But what will they be doing in terms of the beater game? Applying pressure on the quaffle, or will they be focusing on the snitch?
I can't speak for Twin Cities. My team, Salt Lake, played Anteaters in the first game slot of the day. Anteaters held control for all of Snitch on pitch, and they just formed a little bubble around the snitch, really wanting to get that snitch catch. It ended up allowing a few goals, and I'm not sure that they liked that because their beaters were so focused on snitch that we ended up getting a few free goals out of it. But I'm sure they'd rather have the snitch catch than give up 1 or 2.
Yeah, absolutely. 35 points is definitely better than 20 points for the other team. But it is a balance, right? You want to focus on catching the snitch without giving up too much for the other team to keep him in the game. Anteaters with a very, very small lead, so not that much wiggle room to work with here. 1 goal will tie this up for TCQC. Meanwhile, TCQC definitely wants to catch the snitch and definitely wants to get some more goals on the board. So we'll see how aggressive they come out of the gate right now. Almost a fast break power play situation. Looks like there's 2 defenders for TCQC.
We've got 1 Twin Cities beater there, Cody Narvison, behind with a yellow bludger. We'll see if he tries to slow them down and force them to do a full setup offense, or if he'll just beat them out.
Shots made and blocked by the keeper, goes out of bounds. So yeah, that pressure from TCQC's beater from behind definitely affected the play there, the outcome of that.
This keeper's been real handsy around his hoops, doing a really good job of not only defending the hoops, but trying to block the ball as they're releasing it so that the shot can't get off in the first place.
Anteater Seeker gets beat out of the play. TCQC a little bit of one-on-one time with the snitch. Meanwhile, the quaffle slowly being walked up. No pressure at all.
Should he be following quaffle more than snitch? I'm just not sure what.
All right, so it looks like Anteaters managed to come out with the catch. That looked clean to me from my angle right here.
Looked clean to me as well. A nice over-the-back catch as the snitch kind of bends down to try and
Yeah, it looked
brace
like
for
he
impact.
lost his footing there. Took a bit of a stumble, but good work from Stevens, number 10, to kind of chase him down from his previous position, put that pressure on him, catches him off guard there, and also catches his tail. Yeah, the refs are deliberating right now. If this catch is good, that would be a huge boost in momentum for Anteaters forever.
Absolutely. It'll be a real tough hole for Twin Cities to crawl out of if they need to score 8 goals before Anteaters score 4 of them.
Snitch catch is worth 35 points. We will see shortly if Anteaters are able to claim it for themselves. Meanwhile, TCQC hoping that the catch is called no good. Everyone is patiently waiting. Anteaters, they're almost their entire team with their hands up in the air. Interesting. So the catch is called no good. Not sure why.
I think I overheard Kobe Kendall saying that it might have been called no good for a snitch's hand being on the ground, and that's a down snitch, which cannot be caught, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, interesting. Not sure if that's the exact ruling, but nevertheless, the ref calls it no good. Steffens caught him once, should have a good chance catching him again. Definitely a lot of confidence there. Meanwhile, one-on-one time with the snitch again. Spin moves to avoid the catch. Quaffle goes behind the hoops now. Anteaters driving in, takes the hit, pushes it through. 50-40 Anteaters. Yeah, a lot of beater presence on the snitch game right now. TCQC advancing the Quaffle, looking to drive in. Finds the space, pivots to left hoop, gets tackled, breaks 1, breaks 2, finds the hoops, manages to score. TCQC with their points on the board now, 40-50.
This is some vintage snitch on pitch play from beaters. All 4 beaters within a 2-yard radius or so of the snitch.
Yeah, this
Quaffle players allowed to just slug it back and forth.
Definitely looks like the Quaffle game is opening up a lot for both teams, but they're still trying to be as patient as possible. They don't want to force a mismatch in the beater game while their seekers are trying to catch. Looks like there's gonna be a stoppage here.
Anteaters with a new seeker, Kai Kendallin. Anteaters have really great seeker depth. They've got a good stable of guys to just rotate through, so they got fresh legs going for the catch.
All right. So it looks like the TCQC seeker swatted a bludger, which they're not allowed to do. So now they'll spend 1 minute in the box. So Anteaters with a lot more presence now with the snitch. So we'll see what happens. The seeker will be released from the box if they manage to score, but we'll see if Anteaters are going to try to slow it down to give their seekers the full 60 seconds of alone time with the snitch.
I think that's exactly what they're going to be doing here. It's a smart move.
Yeah. Kendall beat out of the play, but no.
Oh.
Anteaters deciding to just drive in, score, push it through.
I don't think Twin Cities minds that one bit.
Yeah, they were
definitely wanna be
probably
getting in.
looking to get their seeker release as fast as possible. Definitely strategic value there. You don't want Anteaters to catch. You definitely want 35 points instead of 10. Oh, TCQC blindsided by the beater presence there. 88 driving in, gets slowed down a bit, looking to pass it off. One-on-one, drops the Quaffle, recovers it at the hoop, is wrapped up, manages to score anyway.
That was a great heads-up play from Kobe Kendall to shift his attention from the snitch, which wasn't being threatened, to turn around, see the Quaffle was coming up the field, and force a turnover and goal for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. Quaffle in the hands of TCQC. Score is 60-40, 70, 60-40 for Anteaters.
Twin Cities is really taking their time with these no-bludger defenses.
Yeah, a couple of fakes there from TCQC. Anteaters in a position where they're able to trade goals with the lead. TCQC not really in a position where they're able to do that for a long stretch of time. Definitely looking to convert some more energy into defense, but Anteaters playing a slow and controlled game. No beater pressure right now. Anteaters taking their time. You usually see some aggression here when no bludger situation at the hoops, but Anteaters being very patient. Now there's stoppage.
This is the sort of offense I would have expected to see from Anteaters when Twin Cities Seeker was in the box, but they're choosing to slow it down a little more here with the 2-goal lead.
Yeah. Mike is live. All right, we're back. Short intermission there. Anteaters with a deep pass behind hoops, taking a shot. Quaffle's up in the air, recovered by Anteaters. Looks like large celebration coming from the Anteaters sideline. That catch on the other side of the field. Not sure if it's good. What do you think?
I didn't have a good look at it, but it sure seems like the snitch isn't putting up as much of an argument as he was the other time.
Yeah, this would be huge for Anteaters. So it looks like the score is now 95 Anteaters, 40 TCQC. Quaffle's on the ground. A little bit of a scrum there. TCQC manages to come up with this. So now Anteaters only needing 2 goals to win this game and finally end it. TCQC not completely out of it yet. They only need 7 goals to win.
Yeah, with how momentum-driven this game has been, I don't think it's out of the question for Twin Cities to go on a little run, bring it close to even, and see if they can keep it closer.
Yeah, the Quaffle game definitely opened up a lot for both teams due to the snitch on pitch play. But now the snitch is gone. Beat is made. Carlson blocks the beat, passes it back, pass behind hoops. In TCQC's favor, love the passing play, the selflessness from TCQC. Anteaters managing to force a turnover. Great work by the beaters there. Really good passing play from TCQC, but Anteaters unfazed and undeterred.
Yeah, doing a great job to cover the natural first passing option, the first receiving option for Twin Cities, and just forcing that turnover.
Yeah, Ellis, number 27, with the quaffle in his hands now, looking for a passing lane, finds it, passes it back. A little bit of a give and go. Shot ripped through the mid hoop, barely missed. Unlucky. Ellis knows he can make that.
Yeah, it was really, really great passing from Anteaters to draw. When Twin Cities had 2 beaters, they forced 1 beat off to the side, and then they drew the other beater away from the hoop. So they went from 2 to 1 to 0 in a few seconds, and Anteaters almost took advantage of it with that shot. Just, again, last-second execution, not quite falling.
Not quite. But TCQC now with the quaffle, another opportunity for them to put some points on the board and try to pull back momentum into this game. It's like TCQC playing a slow, controlled game right now. Opener calling for a switch. He goes behind hoops. He passes it back across. Good alley-oop look. He initiated that play from the beginning. Loved the vision there to read where that lane was going to form. Good read from him on the Anteaters defense. We'll see if anything else happens.
Absolutely. I think that's the second or third assist that O'Banner's had to a tall keeper for an alley-oop. They know what their bread and butter is. Should be changing that score.
Anteaters, super close look at the hoops. Oh, no good. That might be goaltending.
I believe so. Seth Swenson does play a lot of keepers, so he might just be used to being able to stick his hand through a hoop to block it like that. Great play if he's wearing a different headband.
Yeah, unfortunate. So in Quidditch, only the keeper is allowed to put their hand through the hoop. If another player does that, it is considered goaltending and will result in an automatic 10 points for the other team. So now Anteaters 1 goal away from winning. I think you're right. I think that was probably he's used to playing keeper, just instinct. Forgot he was wearing a white headband. Unfortunate. But, you know, game's not over yet. TCQC still have the chance to potentially make a comeback here.
For sure.
Opener with a quick stutter step. Tries to take the defender. Anteaters, good defense there. Back to Carlson. Takes a shot. Beat out of the play. TCQC covers it. Drops the quaffle. And Anteaters managed to recover the quaffle after all that. Great work from both teams' beaters. Trying to eliminate passing options. Bludgers are cycled back to TCQC. Good recycle there to maintain bludger control. Anteaters now still up 105-250. Set score is 110, so 1 goal now will end this game. Let's see if they can do it on this possession.
I'll expect a pretty slow possession here from Anteaters. They know that the only way Twin Cities gets back in the game is if they start getting a little sloppy with their offenses and letting fast breaks happen. So I think they'll try and get bludger control back first and then have one of their good shooters, which they have 4 good shooters on the pitch, take a shot.
Alley-oop pass. Drop. Manages to be recovered by... well, he looks like he was beat. A little bit of miscommunication there, but yeah, Anteaters with a lot of room to work with this big lead. They can be pretty patient with the quaffle. They don't really have to force anything. They only need the 1 goal. TCQC, though, they kind of have to start putting a little bit more pressure, similar to what just happened there. That was a great beat from TCQC's beater, but what do you think they have to do in order to actually make a comeback into this game?
Well, it takes equal parts defense and offense. They got to make at least 5 straight stops and and get 5 goals sometime. So
just to tie it up, yeah.
Just to tie it up. So we'll see if, again, it's just their execution has been just a little off. They're doing so much of what they normally do to find success.
Yeah, it's really early in the day, so a lot of players here should still be good stamina, right? This is not an endurance. This is more of a mental game for them. They have fallen behind, but they have all the skills and abilities to make a comeback. Ooh, good pass behind Hoops. Dodges a beat. Good footwork there. Driving in. He wants it for himself. Spin move at the Hoops. Hoops gets taken down. Unfortunate there. Great move from number 21. Carlson gets beat out of the play. Has to drop it. Really unfortunate there. So great work from Obenorth to drive in there, but a defender accidentally knocking over the hoop. No call from the ref. And so that kind of stifles that offensive possession.
Unfortunate. Great chaser defense from Anteaters. Their only bludger was out of the play for a good 10 or 15 seconds, and they held down the fort while she came back and eventually ended the play for him.
And now Anteaters, not being super aggressive, playing patiently, recycling the bludgers now. Anteaters potentially getting bludger control off of this. We'll see. There's a fight over the last bludger. Meanwhile, Anteaters are moving behind Hoops, buying time for their beaters. They are able to get bludger control, but quaffle goes back to TCQC. So now Anteaters with bludger control, TCQC with the quaffle.
We'll see if Twin Cities can get a goal out of this. If I were Twin Cities, I would want to not only get a goal, but try and get bludger control back. Because if you get a goal and they come back the other way and score right away and the game's over, it probably wasn't worth it.
Yeah, score correction. TCQC did in fact have 60 points before, even though the last goal wasn't good. A little bit of a delay there, but Anteaters still up 105-60. Pass goes to the side. A little bit of a give and go there. One bludger's slowly rolling off pitch. Definitely an opportunity now for TCQC to try to score. A little bit of space. Goal was... seems to be a little bit of miscommunication on the pitch there. Not sure what's going on. Anteaters strong. They're keeping to this hoop defense. 2 people at the hoops, leaving the middle hoop kind of exposed, but TCQC not able to connect with the middle hoop, so looks like it's working.
Yeah, if I were TCQC, again, it's important to get bludger control first because you need to continue having good defenses and be in a good position on defense. But a strong, hard shot through that top hoop is going to buy you some time for that and get you a goal in the process. And they've been leaving it very, very open.
Yeah, it's really important for TCQC to score, but also not leave themselves open to a fast break, as you said. They really want to get bludger control to kind of stifle any sort of counterattack from Anteaters. Anteaters, in the meanwhile, they could almost give up a goal if it means transitioning on a fast break to end this game. Obviously, they don't want to do that, but the opportunity is always going to be there.
Yeah, it might be a little too clever to allow a goal to try and get one, but if they allow one and there's an opportunity, they're not going to be too torn up about having let up one more.
Yeah. Lead has slowly been closing, though, for Anteaters. Now, TCQC breaks one tackle, passes it off. Great pass there. Love the selflessness there instead of driving it himself, finding his open chaser.
Absolutely. In the process, also, Twin Cities gets bludger control back. There was a missed beat after a jump dodge from the Twin Cities beater. So we'll see if they can do well to play defense with bludger control and get a turnover.
Yeah, it is not unheard of for a team to only need one goal to win and the other team to kind of wrestle them back to force them into a next goal win situation. But Anteaters definitely don't want that to happen. TCQC's beater's putting in work. Schultz blocks the beat, but TCQC still has bludger control. All the passing options being removed by TCQC, forcing the reset. Good work from, is that Mavison, number 10? Number 0. Oh, almost catches the bludger, still maintains bludger control, though.
Yeah, that's a good way to not catch it so that it bounces back to your hoops, end up with control anyway.
Yeah, great work there. TCQC's beaters, keeping them in this game, super important.
And Twin Cities is no stranger to a big comeback during snitch on pitch.
Oh, unfortunate shot, a little bit low, hits the hoop. TCQC with their own fast break opportunity now. Slowing it down, though. There's one beater back. 3 defenders. Driving in one-on-one, takes a shot. Good look from TCQC. Clawing their way back into the screen.
Just like that, it's 10-8.
Carlson has really been clutch for TCQC throughout this entire game, managing to come up, recovering the quaffle, great looks from the keeper, having that keeper vision to know when it's important to kind of put the pedal to the metal, really be aggressive on offense. You love to see that sort of heads-up play.
Exactly what you want from a keeper. He's physical, he does well to block the ball around the hoops, he's a good off-ball option, and he can go take it himself just like that.
Yeah, now Anteaters still looking for their final goal of this game. Beaters creating a lot of space. Block it. The shot was blocked. Quaffle on the ground, recovered by TCQC. Being aggressive, looking for the fast break now. There's one person open behind the hoops. He finds them. Great look there from TCQC. Another goal. All the momentum in TCQC's favor now. Anteaters also not even able to convert that into a fast break opportunity. Quaffle rolled too far away. TCQC, things looking good for them.
Yeah, all the momentum is with them. Morale would be high if I were on TCQC right now. And if you're Anteaters, you just got to focus up, just try and get one more goal.
Yeah, super patient play, trying to recover bludger control. Like you mentioned, being a huge factor for the defense for TCQC, not letting anything go through their defense, setting up by the hoops. Quaffle, deep pass, back and forth.
Having no bludger situation for
Bludgers
just a
are on
second.
the ground. TCQC's defense steps up, pass a little bit wide, almost goes through the hoop. TCQC's defense steps up, hands are in the air. They want to take away all the shot attempts. Good beat, number 13. Looks like she was able to block the beat attempt there with the quaffle. Good look. Pass goes up. Crazy ending there. Blooders were on the ground for just a few seconds, and Anteaters were able to come up, get the quaffle, and find a goal at the end of this game.
Yeah, it looks like they ruled a block as she was on the ground with the quaffle as she blocked the bludger from hitting her. And if that's the call, that's an incredible play from her to
Yeah, great heads-up play there with the quaffle. Unfortunately, the game ends for TCQC. Great comeback. Not quite able to finish it, but I liked what I saw out there. Really great momentum at the end of the game. Just got a little bit unlucky. Anteaters, though, playing a pretty good game in the first half. A little bit of miscommunication there. All TCQC rallied, but great work all around from all the players on the field.
Definitely, yeah. If I'm Twin Cities, I'm heading into our next game with some I don't know, some more morale than it looked like it was going to be for a second there. If it had ended when Anteaters first had that golden goal opportunity and had been a little more of a blowout win for him, might have been worse, but I think they can recognize that they did a lot of good things there.
Yeah, well, I had fun. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope everyone at home watching had fun too. Take care.